Oh, okay. Wow, I always think I'm ready for this, and I'm never ready for this. But whatever. Greetings. Good morning and good evening. It is I, once again, Ume, aka Vyrtuous. And today, in a surprise twist, I will be our DM for tonight because it is a certain realm lord's birthday. Everyone give it up for our usual host, SoulSym Mirak. There we go. There we go.
He gets to
That's a hot
step down
97
from the
sound effect.
throne.
Facts. In this very, very rare, fortuitous moment, he is our realm lord is stepping down into a mortal shell and joining our aspects with a player character of his own. And we'll save the introductions for when we get into the story, since we don't have much time. Without further ado, we're going to get right into it. Oh, I got to introduce you. I got to give you guys the floor. All right. So as our curtains open, we have the, you've been using alliteration. I got to go with it. Magnanimous Maharashtra.
That is I.
We have the zealous Zevril.
Feeling mighty overzealous tonight, guys.
All right. All right. We have the another M. God damn it.
Mm-hmm.
We have
Majestic.
the is Mojo Majestic. We have the
Yeah,
yeah. All right, we got it. Yeah. The Majestic Mojo.
I was like, I'll have you know that I'm very refined, very regal. Some people, people aspire to be me.
People aspire to be the Majestic Mojo. And we have, we're not going to say wondrous. We're not going to, damn, there's not that many W's, are there? We have the wet. We have You have Wondox over there.
The wonky Wondox over there.
The whiskerous Wondox.
Yes, the whimsical Wondox.
I'm wacky is what he was trying to say.
The whack, damn, it was right there. It was right there in front of me.
The whimsical.
Nah, he's the wacky one, though.
He's wacky all the way. Wacky is better than wonky for sure. Wacky Wondox all the way. Oh, Captain, my Captain.
Oh, Captain.
I was really worried you were gonna say WAP, and I was like, oh no. Oh no.
The wafting
Oh, no.
Wondox.
The wafting Wondox. That's Taco Bell coming back to us all over again. Damn.
Oh, in the streets is crazy, yep.
And with that, we shall begin another special little episode of Aspects and Envoys. So, think back to all of the episodes prior, everything you've seen thus far, and if you haven't seen, you should go on YouTube and check that out right now, so you can catch up, and none of it matter today. Throw all of it out. We're doing something a little different today, as on this day, at this time, at this hour, each and every one of our aspects would find themselves with a little bit of a headache. There's the slightest twinge of a sort of almost like a chiming noise. You know how sometimes you get that weird ringing in your ear that seems to come from nowhere? Something like that. That just grew steadily more and more intense and almost seemed to make time kind of slow down. It was very strange. Within the span of a blink, so many times faster than the speed of thought itself, our heroes found themselves somewhere else. On a plane, on a platform that seemed almost roughly made of ivory. And though they couldn't see it, stretched out as far as the infinite expanse could reach, this sacred geometrical pattern of a lotus. Now, each one of you guys suddenly found yourselves here, no matter what it was you were doing. And this place feels off to you, in the sense that you know for a fact you were not teleported here. You didn't slip through no portal or nothing like it. It doesn't really make any sense as to why you're here, or what force could bring you here. And yet, here you were. On this flat expanse, with a carpet of stars in the skies above you, and these almost look like ghosts drifting towards the very center of this plane, flowing all around you. Y'all would feel. Actually, let's find out. Let's find out. Give me an initiative roll, everybody. Let's see
Yeah.
who's feeling what and who we starting with.
50.
Ugh. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, spleen snare.
Sir, you do not want to see what this initiative looks like when I try.
When he tries. All right. Well, try or not, Wondox. You would be the first, unsurprisingly, to kind of get your bearings and notice your surroundings. You could see what look like ghostly images drifting around you towards a center point in the middle of this place. Your fellow aspects are materializing even as you look around, but you're the first one to really hit that conscious point to do something. So what do you do? What's going on with Wondox?
God. Am I, let's say, am I literally like somewhere in here? I ping at on the map. Or am I somewhere around? Well, but let me do something a little simpler. Let me just walk up and look around and see where we are. So imagine just walking on air and he just gets high enough to kind of see where he.
Oh, you meant literally walk up, like walk up. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, I can walk on air.
Treating the atmosphere like your own personal staircase, you would start walking upwards, looking around, and seeing as. Give me an intelligence check, please, or a perception.
Go with the perception. That's fun. 27.
Not bad, not bad. The first thing you would notice was that this whole place seems to be rapidly building itself from the edges inward. And as you're getting higher, even though it looks like a lotus from the ground, and even from your perspective, it also has this kind of pyramidal quality to it, where the more the outer layers are building itself, the more the inner layer is rising upwards.
Okay. Let me ask one simple question. Is this a Pacific city structure that's known to a Pacific region?
No.
Okay. Just making sure. That didn't look
In
familiar.
fact, as that
Mhm.
thought crosses your mind, it almost seems to slip out, as if the literal in one ear and out the other kind of situation.
Cool. I'm gonna go back down and start trying to wake up, just so that way you can get going.
Fair. Coming back down, you would see that Maharashtra is also materializing, or rather coming to. Maha, what about you? The others are still forming. You see Wandox here. You see all these ghosts and spirits, and you don't smell anything. Anything.
Okay. But there's like ghosts and spirits, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna grab one.
Okay.
Just gonna grab a spirit.
I was
Yeah,
gonna,
just
I'm gonna reach out and grab one of them spirits. Explain that to me,
He
though. How
can't
does
do
work?
that.
He actually does have
He
the
hasn't
ability
done
to
that
do
for.
He
This
has
is why I
ghost
got
touch.
mad at him for benching himself. This right here.
um
Give me an attack roll. Fuck it.
we're just
Wandox, as
using
you're
To
descending
answer
down
your
from the
question,
sky.
he has the ability to quite literally interact with spirits and ghosts the same way that Zevril does.
He's got
Okay.
ghost touch.
Yeah,
Ghost touch.
if some shamanistic whatever. Maha will tell you.
So yeah, give me that
my
attack roll. You're
my
using your
Discord
regular.
is my Discord is not responding.
Ooh.
Hate to see it, buddy. Oh God, he died.
Damn, he called it out and then got Hakai'd immediately.
Going on to the next.
Unfortunate. Anyway, you would see Wondox as you're coming down. You see Maha reaching and grasping for spirits that are apparently evading him right now. While he's distracted with that, though, let's see, the initiative goes over to a. Why are there decimal points in these initiative rolls? I hate you
Because
guys.
it's the same number. It's just
Oh.
to give a differential,
Okay.
so that there's a.
In case anybody rolls the same number.
Okay. Which actually did happen, so fair.
That's wild.
Mhm.
Oh, you returned?
Yes,
Can you roll for me?
yes, I can. I'm gonna. Is it okay if I roll it in session rolls?
Yeah.
Because that was annoying. I got a 168.
I think it's safe to say he grabs it.
Reaching out to the nearest spirit that happened to be drifting by you. The moment your hands touched onto it, and just a quick question: are you like snatching it? Is it like a soft grab? Is it like a yoke up?
It's like it's a scoop more so, not physically, not not
Not aggressive.
not aggressive. Yeah, but it's you're going that way, but I'm gonna like I'm basically with a gust of wind bring you in my direction.
Okay.
You're a baby.
So if you're drifting to the left, you're now drifting towards me.
As this spirit is drifting further toward you, or rather, it was drifting further away. Now that it's being gravitated towards you, you would see it become more physical and tangible, start to take shape and form. And as it's doing so, you can see the look on its face start to become more coherent. Where before it was this almost generic, formless thing, you would start to see the shape of somebody. Soul, describe yourself for me, please.
You see a tall, Zulu-esque build male elf-looking guy wearing a really ornate combat, really just a tuxedo, but it looks as though it's been modified in such a way that if he were to get into a fight, he would not be restricted by his attire in any way, shape, form, or fashion. There are jewels and gold platings that um, adorn his attire, and his hair is this burnt orange, uh, kind almost encapsulating cerulean locks. So they're cerulean locks with a burnt orange sheen to them, and that same color combination is reflected in his eyes, uh, and they almost melt into the uh, rich chocolate tone of his skin, and he carries himself with a air of I'll crush you if you give me a reason, but I'd really like to have tea.
That is some aura.
Okay,
That is-
so
Go
that's
ahead, Maha.
flying towards me. Yeah, as I see an asshole flying towards me, I swiftly try to wind it back.
So what is your character's name again? Please pronounce it for me.
No, Noatna.
Noatna.
Yes.
Got you. All right, Noatna. So wherever you were before didn't really seem to matter. And again, in the span of a blink and the flicker of a headache, you now found yourself here. And it was a lot like waking up from a deep sleep, except the first thing you saw was Maha. Describe yourself.
Um,
We know what you look like, but it's been a while since the audience heard.
I am a tall, muscular, a lion-kin or a humanoid lion with all black almost across his entire. Actually, no, I am not all black. I am black with a purple galaxy-like hue with gold tattoos across my entire body. Um, with a signature 2 twin scorpion tails and horns that are somewhat basically molten galaxies that
Hmm.
somehow drip into his mane and kind of flow back into the horn. So they don't lose shape, but they're always wet or, dripping.
And Wandox, you are there as well. What you look like? How have you changed over this adventure?
Wondox hasn't changed much. He's still around 6 feet tall, rocking a white priest outfit, with gold outlining it, but the main accent color you would see in it would be both blue and purples and greens. Hair is dreads, white skin, shea cocoa butter, fresh,
Nice.
with gold chains around him, like a necklace down to an arm brace. But the only thing that's mainly different now is that at the center of his chest is what I would describe as something akin to like Tony Stark's a core reactor,
Okay.
but it's not blue, it's more green and humming a little bit. It's like the slightest of hums. If you really, really pay attention, you can hear the humming of it going off right now.
Hmm.
And that would be Wondox right now.
Okay. And forgive me, so it'll take me a couple tries to get the name
Noatna?
right, but Nautna?
Yes.
Nautna?
Yes.
Seeing these two? And seeing two other figures starting to form nearby them. What is your reaction? Especially
You
since
said I'm
this is the big one trying to shoo you away.
I'm just coming to, and the first thing I see is Maha trying to shoo me away, and Wandox just
Walking from the air.
walking from the air, just like walking down towards me.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a staircase, the best way to describe it. A spiraling staircase.
I am going to roll an insight to identify any underlying intentions within this interaction, to see, or basically just to get a feel for where exactly uh, they are, so I can mirror that energy in kind. Um,
Are you having a
I,
charisma?
I mean, we can. Um, So
Yeah.
Nautna
So
is yeah. Yeah, I'm
I was gonna
trying to
say,
let
give me that insight roll versus their charisma rolls. Now, while you're doing that, I'm gonna spin back around to that. But Mojo, this would be around the time that you are appearing as well, and just like the others, you were in the middle of something, and you were about to go be the princess and everything, and now you're here. And being the aspect of space, you immediately know that you were not teleported here, and this place doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel like a space the way space should feel. Also, there's a new guy that apparently Maha fished up.
What?
So, real quick, what you look like and what you doing?
Okay, just my Mojo is like probably a good what 6'1", built like a fighter. Like this is got like a blue tinge to him. Um, just kind of easy going, flowing kind of clothes, more robe than clothes,
Okay, well,
and just kind of stops, kind of takes in his surroundings, and was just takes a breath and was just like, I really hate not being able to get out of places like this. Who
um,
is it this time?
Maha, give me that charisma roll real quick so I can get back to that. But yeah, Mojo, you would definitely feel like okay, your powers work here, but only to a strange degree, and it's not like there's any dampeners limiting your power. It's almost more like you don't know. You'll have to find out. Something's wrong though.
Yeah,
Got a
no, just
44.
You got a 44. All right.
Think he beats us both.
I see. Why do I
no.
see two rolls here for your insight? I see a 35 at the
Um,
bottom. 43 plus 3, 45 plus 3.
So this,
so 35 is my base insight, and
Ah,
roll with advantage. So
oh yeah, so
40,
45.
yeah,
So 48.
yeah.
gotcha. All right. So you'd immediately get the impression that these guys didn't bring you here, and they're not necessarily here to accost you. You could practically sense the almost kind of curiosity coming from Maha when he had pulled you towards him. And that Wondox guy over there, it seemed almost normal if it wasn't for the humming thing in his chest and the fact that he was walking down out the sky like it was a spiral staircase. When the new guy appeared, you'd also sense that something was off with him. In fact, all of them, you would sense that there was a pattern here about these people. And that sense would even be confirmed when the final person appeared. Zevril, describe yourself for me.
Zevril is like Wondox, wearing all white. He finally took the time to swap up his wardrobe. He did it last time, but I never got a chance to describe it from what happened. But yeah, he's wearing a like these white, solid kind of like white robes with black outlines, basically the inverted colors of his black and gray robes before, but now they're black and white. And when he appears, would he? This is a weird question. Would he appear in the same position that he was before? So, like, if I was sitting in a chair, would I appear sitting in a chair?
I'll leave. Actually, give me a luck roll. Let's see.
I can definitely do that.
Which would you
It's 18.
prefer?
To fall out of the sky.
You could you could appear however you like.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so on an 18, I would say Zevril is quite literally sitting in the sky as he's appearing, as if he was sitting on something, and as he fully materializes, falls out of the fucking sky because he wasn't expecting it. And as his ass kind of lands on the ground, he's looking around at everybody, and everybody that knows Zevril and sees Zevril can immediately tell he's drunk and he shouldn't be because that's very hard for him to do. But Zevril's kind of just like woozing back and forth, looking at everybody. Oh, hi. Hair kind of all messy, robes kind of disheveled. This is the messiest Zevril's looked in a while. He looks like he hasn't slept since the last time you guys saw him. He looks like he's just been working constantly.
No.
But that's weird considering you guys saw him like an hour ago at dinner.
Quote unquote.
All
saw
weird,
him.
all weird.
He was creeping in this nigga Wondox's shadow.
Well, he left. He left at the beginning of dinner. But yeah, that was the last time you saw him, and he looked prim and proper. And now he looks like he's been through hell, and he hasn't slept in like 3 weeks. But that time doesn't add up. Just kind of looks at everybody, drunk. Hey guys.
This fast food worker broke out.
What's going on here?
We've been nabbed again.
Where are we? Where's
Ask the new
Vyrtuous? Looks at the new guy. Oh shit! Who are you?
I was just about to ask all of you the same question.
Okay, I just came back from up top. I don't know what it is. It's a lotus thing. It's like constantly moving.
Oh, hey, Captain. You're here
Yeah.
too. Okay.
Yeah, all of us are here.
Oh wait. So where's Maha? Starts looking around rapidly. Sees
there.
Maha snatching up ghosts.
I'm trying to put this one back. It won't go back.
Back from where? What? Where did you even get that from?
I don't know.
Is this your ghost? He looks at the new guy. Is this you? Wait, you guys don't look anything alike.
He's mine now.
What? No.
You're taking a pet ghost?
I
Mini
guess-
Maha, do you think he should take a ghost with him? Looking
Okay.
directly at the tattoo.
Okay. Stop, all y'all. Stop. Sir, what is your name?
You all know each other.
We're,
Oh yeah, that's my captain.
We're a band.
Yes, we do, little child. Are you okay?
He's- Pointing, Zevril is poking Wondox's face as he says, "This is my captain." He's aggressively poking his face. This is Wondox.
I'm okay. I'm gonna grab his hand and put his hand down and gonna say the same thing. Please, sir, what is your name?
You can call me. You can call me Black Bulb.
Black Bull?
Black Bulb.
Black Bulb.
Black.
Okay.
He
Black
corrected
Buddy.
it because he know what I heard. He corrected that because he know what I heard.
Okay, Black Bulb. What were you doing? Because I was asleep when I was brought here.
Oh.
That answer kind of escapes me at the moment. Last I remember, I was waking up from rest.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Looks at guy. I see elf in him, correct?
Yes, you see elf in him, but you know exactly what you're seeing in him.
And that is
Enoch.
Okay. God, this just run the whole person. Okay. Black Bulb. Where you from?
I travel, but most recently I was in the mountains.
Give me a Give me a knowledge or Constitution roll. Soul. One of them is easier than the other. I will not tell you which.
So intelligence or con?
Intelligence, yes. Sorry. Exodus brain.
Oh shoot.
Matter of fact, you can use intelligence, wisdom, or con. Your choice. Oh, great heavens. That is an intelligence roll for a. Is that a 56?
Yes, because I'm speaking with someone. So
Nice, nice. You
Nice.
could feel that you don't exactly remember where you came from. And the moment you feel that, you can visually see what look like sparkles drift out from your eyes, literally from your irises, and fly off where the ghosts are heading towards the center of the Lotus pyramid.
that's
Wanda, also give me that roll.
Hold on, give me a quick second.
You good? Go ahead, Sol.
That's strange. What is that? You said there's a flower up there.
No, we're standing on the flower. Said intelligence saving throw?
Yes.
Okay. Wow, my weakest stat. Got it. That weakest stat.
Intelligence, con, or wisdom.
Oh,
Yeah,
con-
it's your choice.
wisdom? Okay, why, sir, why you say that? Would have done this instead.
Oh, okay,
36.
okay. For a moment, you forgot who you were. For just a split second. In just a moment. And the way you could see the light flicker out of his eyes and head towards the center of the lotus, he could see the same thing happening to you. In fact, the more any of you guys seem to think about yourselves, where you came from, a lot of your identities, they seem to be just steadily picking up and drifting away. And it would be around that same time that from almost like behind the group, y'all could hear a guys, um, I don't feel too good.
Looks at the kid.
Virtuous!
He was there and he was holding his head. His eyes were flickering from their regular color to that bright gold, and there would be those golden tattoos that appeared on his body, but very sporadically, as if he was almost stuck in between, shifting between Virtuous and Asterisk. And the same way bits of light were drifting out from your guys' eyes and towards the center of the lotus, it looked like Vert's whole body was evaporating, turning into beads of light. And it looked like Aster was trying to hold him together. You could see Aster's aura above Virtuos. And even as he's fading away, he kind of looks at the rest of you.
Ask what's happening.
We are being banished from this place. Whoever is doing this does not want us here.
Oh,
Where are your thoughts?
Seems like your friend needs to learn how to quiet the noise every now and again.
okay, new guy. You're just getting here, and I respect you trying to give opinions, but less sass right now on that. So uh, if you got an opinion that's helpful, let's go. Let's start with that before the sass.
Yes,
Okay.
the opinion is that we should turn our brains off as to not burn our bodies out thinking about too many different things.
Cool. Unfortunately, that one has a little bit of a problem with that. So let's try to figure out how to solve that right now. As he looks at him with magic eyes, we can see what might be trying to banish him.
Give me that
So
wisdom roll again.
he's being banished because he's thinking too much.
Is it okay? Would it be wisdom to go against my natural? It's magical eyes, or does it have to be like against any magic?
What would you normally roll?
I don't. So what I roll?
Arcana.
Arcana. You'd have to identify the magic that you're seeing, and so it'd have to. you'd have to know. Well, you'd have to be able to either know or reverse engineer what you're looking at. So
Thank you, Soul.
Arcana. So am I rolling Arcana?
Yes. And Maha, what was your question?
So he's disappearing because he's thinking too much.
That is the theory.
So I
And
have a
Wondox can't figure out a
question.
damn thing. Go ahead.
Imagine-
So
I'm going to hit Vyrtuous as hard as I can.
I was gonna smack him in the back of the head real quick.
Sis has
never
a
mind.
Go ahead,
Sis had a suggestion or had something.
Before they engage violence upon Vert.
So I was gonna
Good.
add two questions first. First question, because Zevril is drunk off his ass right now. Is he actually being affected by this whole empty thought? Zev is really not the only thing Zev is canonically thinking about right now, and I genuinely mean that, is one thing. And he's celebrating about how good of a job he just did about a project he's been working on, and he's singing a song over and over in his head on repeat because that's when he does when he's really happy or really excited. Zev is
What was
kind
that
of
project though? Give me that Constitution, Wisdom, or Intelligence roll.
I can do that. It was a project in
Does-
space.
Does he get advantage because he's drunk?
Pulling a Benny already, man. Pulling a Benny already.
You know what? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Like he knows what he did, but his drunk recollection is confusing it with all of the other 100,000 projects he's worked on in the 40,000 years he's been alive.
That's a 18 with advantage. Unlike these guys, my stats aren't busted. You don't have to worry about me.
Nice. Yes, you can remember what it is that you are celebrating. It's a good time. As far as the effect of your memory loss, it is affecting you, but it is affecting you at a slower rate since you are only kind of 2 brain cells right now.
Then I'm gonna pull out the decanter that I have that is filled with a certain beverage that I have coined dragon piss from a certain session, and shove it in his mouth and force him to take a massive swig.
Damn.
Well,
Drink it, buddy!
these guys
You're getting punched and drunk.
Mojo, you are the fastest, right? Or faster than
I'm instantaneous, to be honest.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
he's
are kind of
instantaneous.
So yeah, give me that attack roll.
So he about to get necked.
I'm about
Neck,
to roar
punched
his
in the
mind
stomach,
as well.
and someone just chugging a bunch of alcohol down at him.
Just a regular unarmed attack.
I don't know why they're still hitting him. To be fair, that's a 46 to hit for a regular unarmed attack.
No, I'm roaring in
I
his mind.
dare you to click damage. I dare you.
Please click
I
that.
fucking dare you.
Okay.
Yeah.
How much did this regular 41 damage of a neck? 41. You just knocked his eyes out of his skull, necking him. I want you to know that. You turned him into Wile E. Coyote.
See, the intent was just to get him to calm down.
But what actually happened?
It was like
concussion.
it wasn't a damaging smack. It was more of a fucking focus and stop panicking and get your shit together.
I swear to God, we literally have magic that can just undo that shit real quick, and you're just going straight attack.
And you hit him.
You hit him with
I
a
mean,
good mink. When he's doing that, Maha, you see this? Do you also hit him, or do you?
Oh no, I
withhold
was
your-
roaring. I wasn't actually going to hit him physically. I was going to roar inside of his mind. Like,
Oh, wow. Yeah, give me that.
So
roll.
you both are way worse than me. You both are so way worse than
every
me.
time Vyrtuous has a muddled mind, what have I done?
Yeah, he always says that.
Yeah,
I
it's
realize,
honestly-
yes.
It's like his equivalent to popping a balloon in this thing.
It's better than necking someone for sure.
A chop to the neck isn't fun. Let me see that. Oh, you're rolling a session roll, right? Let me see. Oh God.
I haven't rolled just yet.
Oh, okay.
I was at that 44. Was it?
Right.
It's still probably going to be something absurd. Don't feel like you're
No,
safe yet from a 44.
I'm making it as manageable as possible.
Yeah,
100.
with a 100. A flat 100 was manageable as possible. A 12 plus 88 was manageable. Cool. Yeah, cool.
I
So,
rolled do only
Zevril,
1 damage to
Where is this trap
pieces.
come?
Zevril,
neck.
as you are heading towards Virtuous with the drink, you see Mojo literally instantaneously appear, chop him in his neck, which doesn't seem as bad as, I mean, it's still a pretty hefty impact, but you guys are all aspects. It wasn't, it could have been way worse. And then you see, actually, Maha, describe that to me, the mental roar. Does he actually do anything physically, or is it all like inside?
It's just a sound transference. So, like physically, you'd see him roar, but where you hear the sound is in Virtuose's mind.
Okay. So Virtuous popped like a Mega Man death. Just little blue orbs drifting off into the distance. I guess little golden orbs because his energy is golden. But he looked at y'all for just a split second after getting hit. He looked like he tried to say something and just poof, he was gone. Yet, well, I guess Zevril, Wondox, y'all would both know immediately he was not dead at all. Just gone.
Several looks, several sighs, goes, I really wanted to share that drink with him, man, and then proceeds to vomit on Mojo.
Oh.
Oh, God, fuck, I feel so much better now. Hi, guys.
I just want you to know that never touched me. It's in a nice little ball, and I'm handing it to you.
Oh.
To which I put it in my shadow. You hand it to me in a ball. I give it the Homelander face, put it in my shadow, and you watch as somewhere off in the distance you hear vomit just hit the ground somewhere.
Congratulations, Zevril. You have a ball of your own vomit in your inventory.
No, I ejected that shit. That shit is in the fucking It got pushed out of my shadow like 300 feet away. It's behind us somewhere where we are. There's just vomit on the ground. Fuck if I care. Someone else can eat that.
Fair enough. One of the ghosts that floats by, you see that disgusting look,
Slips on
that
it.
Homelander look on their face. But anyway, so y'all would see this these golden orbs of Virtuous first kind of flicker away into the atmosphere, and then just like everything else, get drawn to the center of the tower.
Yeah, I'm just like, well, I know you can probably hear, but at least you'll have your head on straight. You can figure out a way to get us out of here, and just go from there.
All of y'all are hearing your head, working on it, working on it. And then another voice that was not Aster's. Many minds, many thoughts, many, but not that one. That's one too dangerous. These ones are good. Let us begin. And I need another initiative roll from all of you. This one isn't about who rolls the highest, it's about who rolls closest to who.
DM, I have a magnanimous question for you. Oh, and if that's the case, there is no point in me rolling because I will not roll anywhere near these fucks.
I have an
DM
answer.
question. In regards, you said everybody's powers are working as they should for the most part. Do I still feel my domain? Because that is a space in of itself. Like it's basically a separate reality. So do I still feel my domain in my shadow or no?
That's a very good question.
It's fine if not, but that is a large part of my kit. So if it's not, then I have to do more magic than Archmage, do more magic than Necromancy. So I just want to know.
You do feel your domain in your shadow, but something about it feels off. If you were to examine it, nothing seems off, but something just feels off about it.
Okay. I'll take that.
I just go first. Don't worry about it.
Oh, no, it's not about
I'm just going to go last. Oh, I rolled close to Wondox or Mojo. He rolled low.
All right. So, new guy, you are the only one who's not affected as y'all hear that voice. Let's in. You would see the tower glow. You would see more lights drift out of you, more memories stolen from you and sent to the tower. But some of those lights would drift away from you and into each other. As let's see, who rolled the high? Well, Wondox, you would usually go first. Maha. You feel fine, but everything seems different to you. You're looking around at everyone, and everyone just seems so strange. You look at Wondox especially. You know he's saying something, but it's so slow. So slow. In fact, everyone seems so slow. Meanwhile, to the rest of you guys, it looks like Maha's vibrating. Like he just looks like he is moving
Spazzing
ridiculously
the
fast in place.
freak out. Like,
Yes. Wandox, you feel strong as shit right now. Oh my god.
That's that's weird. That's weird. Hold on. I looks at Maharashtra. More. Are you fine?
Yeah.
Canonically, we should only get backup. Response back from him. Something extremely fucking fast. Times 20 speed.
Yeah.
you just,
Say something really fast, please, God.
I
He just
did. I
did.
said,
He did.
Oh God, I didn't hear it so fast. I didn't hear it. Fuck.
No.
Now, meanwhile, Mojo. Mojo, your shadow feels like a part of you. Like literally as if it's another arm or leg or wings or whatever. It just feels like an extension of yourself. And within it, you could hear the clamoring of countless hordes. And
This was actually the perfect swap.
for once, you can't just be wherever you want to be.
Mm.
He's immortal now, though.
There's that. Meanwhile, Zevril, the moment you hiccuped, you were over there. The moment you blinked, you were over that way. A look over
Zevril
at your
hates
team,
this.
who was all the way over there, you were right there.
Zevril hates this. Zevril
Wait, I
is
have a-
canonically bouncing into everyone. He can't control it. He hates this. He's holding on to everyone. Stop me! I'm floating away! I'm floating away! He's drunk and terrified right now.
Maha,
This
question? Go ahead.
is-
To better. Okay, so the question is, do I still have my bodily, like,
Our traits and such.
traits?
Yes, you have your physical traits. You're still you physically.
Okay, so to help better deal with the spazzing, I'm gonna swap to my speed form.
Okay. Smart move. You're still ridiculously fast, but at least you're legible now. You can be heard and understand. Everything feels a little more normal to you. Still way too slow, but at least a little bit more normal. Mojo, you were
Gotcha.
saying something? Go ahead.
No, I'm good. I wasn't.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Ma, can you speak normally now?
The moment he opens his mouth, just straight fire comes out, and as it kind of burns away, he's like, "Yeah, it's a bit better now."
Okay, this is unnecessarily complicated. I feel way too damn strong for myself, and I don't feel as fast as I used to be. Does anyone else feel weird as shit right now?
Zevril hiccups and teleports 100 feet into the air.
Not through the shadows either.
Then telepathically you hear, "I'm floating away!" Wait, no, hold on, I got this. And Zevril will do something he actually hasn't had a chance to do this entire time. He's going to use his new aspect ability for the aspect of balance and create a gravitational anchor and quite literally pull himself back to the ground.
Hey,
Cool.
we'll make you roll for that. That's solid.
I
Alright,
can put it in
cool.
the chat if you want me to.
Now, with all this going on around you, and everyone kind of getting acquainted with this switch, you still see you feel completely normal still. And you see the major issue of people's memories or thoughts or essences still being transferred over to this pyramid. While the others are figuring things out, what are you doing?
Now, is going to be analyzing our surroundings with a Arcana and an investigation. Arcana to identify any hidden magics in this structure, to see if there's any kind of like code or signature that can be deciphered, as far as like identifying what's happening here, and then investigation to see if there's a way to get inside of the tower.
Nice. So with the Arcana check, this energy is familiar yet different, fresh and ancient all at once, and definitely within, I guess I would say, an understandable magical range. You get the strong sensation that at least some ingredients in this domain, for lack of a better word, is heavily psionic. With the investigation, you could see that it almost looks like the ghosts or spirits are flowing right directly into the pyramid. But according to that voice that "let's begin," it's almost as if you're expected to somehow enter it via either brute force or finding a door or some maybe secret code, you don't know. But the pyramid is definitely a focal point here. Another thing you notice is that not all the ghosts are making it to the pyramid. Some of the less substantial ones are drifting towards it. Their essences are breaking up, and before they could even get there, they're just wisps.
Hey, Goof Patrol. We need to make our way over to that pyramid over there. I'm not sure exactly what's going on here, but I'm pretty sure it's got something to do with it. And if I had to hazard to guess, the four of you are experiencing some kind of
Power exchange. We'll use the word
yes.
power exchange to go with that. So yeah. God. Maharashtra, go grab teleporter and hold him.
I'm standing right next to you.
I don't need. Oh wait, it's not me. I just go to take a step. I'll fall into the shadow and just pop back. This is terrible.
I know.
Zevril's gonna look at him.
Hold on to somebody is the best way I say it. Hold on to the big guy for a sec. Let's see how that works.
Zevril's gonna look at him and say, "It's all in your gut."
Oh, big guy who?
You. He's gonna hold on to you.
Oh, the moment you do, you realize Maha's been trying to walk this entire time, and he's just been lapping the world. So the moment you grab on, you are just
You're whisked
you
away.
disappear.
Oh, and you don't have the body for that anymore.
That's not good.
Mm.
He's gonna take some force damage for that.
Yeah. Give me a.
You don't have my thing.
I can help. Wait, hold on. I can help him. I can gravitational anchor him too. I can quite literally gravitational anchor all three of us to make sure that
See,
he doesn't
man.
fall in his shadow, he doesn't fucking go too fast, and I don't teleport away.
Give me a luck roll, everybody.
Because I am lapping this world. I don't know what's going on.
You know what? I tried to save you, but honestly, now I kind of
Oh,
want to see you
God.
run into something.
Oh my god.
You know what? Yeah, now I kind of want. Oh, that was Mojo. Never mind.
That's Mojo.
Maha, roll for me. Maha, get in that one too. Damn,
13.
that's Wondox. Maha, roll. God damn
Got a
it, it's a
14.
14. Damn it. Wishing ill on everybody else. I got a 4.
Oh.
I wish the
Ooh.
plot on all y'all. But this is how
I'm not.
plotting.
I'm not kid. I can't be like kid. I learned my lesson. It's okay.
Oh, so guy who fell into the shadows. It's dark down there, and you're just falling. Normally, you'd be able to teleport yourself right on back, but
It's
you
actually blinding
couldn't.
light right now.
Was he hit with that Kingdom Hearts scene? of
Yeah,
he's
it's
just falling
blinding
around?
because of somebody switched my polarity. He's falling. Yes, actually, it's literally the scene in Kingdom Hearts. He's flying. He is falling through blinding skies right now, and he sees a necropolis very far, far, far beneath him, and a massive tree that is spiring through the entire thing. He is falling like Loki right now. My necropolis is massive. If he just fell into the shadow, he's falling like a planet's distance right now. He's falling from upper atmo.
And you can hear a chorus.
Take the beanstalk that Jack climbed, multiply that by 50, and you've got about half of the building.
Damn.
Yes,
Damn.
Damn.
like that's half of the tree that's in there.
But also remember, that's all happening like so fast that even right now, it's just he comes out of it like, but then like an hour, it'll be just a second.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
yes. Yeah, time dilation.
The time
Oh my
dilation.
God. It felt like you were falling for so long. It was only a moment. You
It's
come out
literally
that
the
shadow,
Loki
you
fall.
got a beard. Like, it's crazy, bro. Yeah.
No. So what happens to him? Because we
It
gotta
was,
wait on him at this point.
If he was in there for 10 seconds, he was basically in there for, I believe, the equivalent of an hour. Hold on, I will literally pull it up because I have it. 6 seconds. He was in there for 40 hours.
Yep.
Oh.
6 seconds is
Oh, it's
40
first.
hours.
Yep.
Wait,
Almost 2 days.
Damn.
In the
Right,
time it
first
took
half
for
of
us
the
to
hour.
respond, he was been there for 2 days.
Looking at that, okay, so yeah, you fell for quite a bit. Alternatively, Zevril, where even are you? You don't know.
I'm
But you're
probably
not
back in
with them.
space again.
You're not with them. You are who's next? Let me see. Oh, actually, Maha, you're on the move. You're going. As you're going, you happen
Am I
to see what
accidentally
looks like
following him?
you happen to see what looks like a flower in the ground. It's not a flower, it's a hand. Zevril has nightcrawlered himself and is phased into the floor.
I'm so glad I don't have to breathe. Can someone grab me,
Exactly.
please?
Exactly.
Oh yeah. So not knowing how to stop myself. But,
Oh, God,
you know,
this is
having
gonna
the
hurt.
combat,
God.
I'm so
having
glad I
the
can
combat
regrow limbs.
reflexes.
Oh.
Having the combat reflexes naturally built in. I'm gonna grab the hand on like
Go
my
ahead and
next
rip it
lap
off.
of the world.
Just rip it off. I don't even care. Just rip it off. I can regrow
Oh,
it. Just rip it off. I know it's getting ripped off. I can
yeah.
regrow limbs. Just rip that bitch off. Just
Yeah.
rip it off. That's a clean
The rip
tear.
was so fast, it didn't even sound like it was
It probably took Zevril a solid like 7 seconds before he realized and goes, oh, fuck up, fuck up.
Meanwhile, Wondox,
I'm just here. I'm just
this is your team. You and New Guy see all this. New Guy had just called y'all Goof Patrol, and y'all proved him right.
It happened, and I'm like, God damn it, we're not looking good here, Achiever, because of the new guy. Yeah.
I'm sick. 'Cause, like, I've seen some fucking Three Stooges ass shit in the fucking 3 minutes that I've seen y'all, bro. See, like,
And then there's just Wondox just like
dispersing.
head in hand.
Vert's dispersing. Mojo slaps him in the back of the head. Maha was about to punch him dead in the face. And Zevril was gonna shove alcohol down his throat. and he just disappears, and y'all are like, oh well, fuck. Well, I guess this is happening, and then your powers swap, and Mojo falls into his shadow. Zevril's bouncing all over the place. Maha.
Yeah, for the new guy, this is probably the weirdest 6 seconds of his entire
And
existence.
I look like I'm just standing there.
No, we see your
No,
after.
no,
That is your
no.
after.
Yeah, we're just looking at your after image.
Your whole
all you
body
see.
is on vibrate.
And there's a
There's a dust
vibrating
trail around the world, like a ring around the planet of dust, while you're still standing there. So yeah, there's some weird shit going on.
and weirdly enough, I'm this strong. Strong dog.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Technically, no. It's more than that. If
No,
you
no,
have
no.
what
You are
I
more
have,
than just strong.
besides my physique, you now smell everything. You hear everything.
oh,
Oh, did I get that?
you-
too? Oh shit.
You are always hungry.
Does he
you
get
see-
none shit?
You see and hear all spirits. Any spirit
Yeah,
that's
that's-
talking, you can hear. Any spirit you can see.
That's his aspect shit.
Oh,
that's his ass. Oh yeah, okay. So yeah, you're starving, bro. You're starving. Everything.
He's
smells
always starving
terrible
though.
to you.
Wondox needs so many calories.
You're
He's always
starving.
hungry.
Everything smells atrocious to you because if you're not used to that influx of new scents, it's just like, oh
Oh,
god, it's
God.
just
And you're
constantly
somewhat
burning your
violent
nose.
now.
Even your sense of touch, like your hair is so sensitive that just waving your hand feels like something scratching across your entire skin.
ugh.
Looking
And you're
around
violent
left and
now,
right,
apparently.
it's just, ugh.
How does he live like this? Oh God.
You missed the last thing he slipped in there, but he said apparently you're violent now as well. What?
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
So it is confirmed that Maha's aspect does make him angry.
Mm. Can we just
Yeah.
Cool.
Did you not know I'm always in rage?
He is actually always raging.
Okay.
I hear
cool.
Wondox tapping his foot.
Alright.
So you have perfect health right now. You have
I-
no
We
sniffles.
get angry sniffles now.
I'm trying to think how to stop y'all, but I'm too mad at the situation that's happening to stop y'all.
No,
Damn.
you have perfect
start
health right
walking
now.
to the
You literally
goddamn
cannot
tower.
sniffle.
Go ahead,
Yeah.
Wanda.
He is just gonna be like, fuck it, and just starts walking to the goddamn tower.
Whew. Well, new guy, this is
Wonder
your
guy.
team. What you doing?
Well, this is. I'm so concerned about our chances of escaping whatever this is.
It's not looking good. Be real.
So we have all of
You
the
watch as
powers.
Wondox is walking away. His feet are leaving the deepest indents in the ground, like he's stepping too hard.
Okay. And we're on this flower petal. Excuse me. Does it appear as though there's any kind of like door or hatch that could lead inside the structure to give us our way or get us on our way towards our destination? Or
So
Wow.
as y'all are walking closer, it almost looks like the parts of the petal that haven't bloomed yet, that have risen up to form the walls of this pyramid.
Mhm.
Excuse me. One of them would begin to peel itself downwards, presenting itself in front of you guys, almost like a doorway. And yet, despite plenty of light behind you, the inner part of the sanctum still seems perfectly dark. Convenient, because you always see Mojo go tumbling out of the shadow of the darkness.
You're finally getting
Mojo, can
back
you
to
grow
us.
facial hair?
I can.
Yeah, you got a beard.
You
Maybe
good there, bud?
floral.
Yeah. I was like,
Zevril's,
it's
Zevril's just gonna look at him and go, "Oh, yeah, my bad. I could have. You
Shut
gotta.
up.
It's all in your gut."
Mm-hmm. Nope, that's not the answer. He smacks you and uses greater restoration on you just to make you stop doing that shit.
It's just like you guys feel the rage actually building once he finally gets out. He's not falling. He's back on the surface.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Oh, no.
he's very much over the shadow.
Zevril
Yeah,
pulls
I
out his
guess.
decanter, takes a sip, hands it to
I smack that shit the fuck out of his
Mojo.
hand. No.
You watch as it fucking comes right back to my hand. Hey,
Not now.
Let's get this over with.
fine. And he's gonna
restoration on your ass if I need to. Goddamn it! Do not.
just cure poison.
Yep.
And you
even
watch as
better. Greater restoration. Got it.
he'll
Get
sober
you.
himself up. Nah, Zevril will do it for himself, and he'll just
No,
look
he
at you and go,
punches-
"Only
it's
cause
too
this
late.
captain
I'm punching
asked."
you with it. I'm punching
I
you with
teleported.
this.
I
Give
teleported.
me a contested roll, both of you.
I'm using my new powers of teleportation with my space.
Oh yeah.
Actually, to be completely spare, I'm just going to expand my personal space so you can't hit me. How about that?
Damn.
And then actually, I'll pull my decanter back out. Fuck you, and take a sip.
Damn.
And just look at Mojo and be like, "You want to sip, big dog?"
So I swear to God.
I understand why duo
Now.
stays so anxious. It makes sense.
Get your
Mojo?
ass down here, goddammit. Get
What
your
did you do?
ass down here.
Is there a door?
There's a door. Yes, there's an entryway.
I'm going to rampage Jackson that door. As we go through it.
Tear that shit down. We go to the top. Pull this down. Get it.
Thank you.
As he
Puff
completely
walks right behind him.
obliterates this beautiful ornate lotus petal.
Yeah, no, like it's just he's fully pissed.
I would also like to.
And I drop kick the door.
Zevril is levitating. He's no longer walking. Zevril's doing like the Omni-Man levitate with his hands behind his back and is just looking down. Just, damn. Okay.
And real quick, Maha, what about you?
Oh god, looking like a menace apparently in chat.
Yeah, that's what Maha speed form looks like.
He has wings now?
Yeah,
I've always had wings.
Yeah, he's had wings since level 10.
He has wings.
That's so terrifying.
Because he's a mantis.
Can we
Yeah,
put that
I'm-
on the roll 20 for people to see? That is genuinely terrifying.
My wings are there.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got wings there too.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, let's look at it. So you can kind of see it right next to the bow tie.
So I see everyone going in this direction, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna hard left turn into that direction.
Dear God, do I need to grab him?
Cutting a mean right angle, you would race him. Somehow be the first one in there. And inside, you would see, well, a chamber. But it almost looked like a circular cobblestone floor. The floor itself, somewhat translucent, as if made of these faded, kind of milky white crystals that were sculpted into your typical brick and mortar, though arranged in this very beautiful, ornate circular pattern. The walls themselves almost look stained glass, and within them you could see images, faces of people y'all did not know, but somehow felt a connection with in it. It almost seemed like a chapel of sorts. And yet, despite how big this pyramid was, this room seemed kind of weirdly small. Something was amiss here. Doubly so, as y'all realized when you went in, the entrance just seemed to vanish. The room itself just made of walls. There was a quiet here, and yet somehow you could all feel like you were being watched. Going by the... Oh, wait, well, no, we gotta... We got Maha the Speedster now. Maha, starting with you. What do you do?
He knows he needs to stop, so he does what he's done to stop himself before. He fully unfurls his wings and gives a kind of spreads them as far as he can, and kind of flies upwards
Nice.
and kind of pushes the momentum into just wind.
The force of said wind would have been a problem for everyone had it not had the space in the area not be manipulated by a certain necromancer. Since you guys are around him in that space, y'all are fine. But all of you could hear that voice once again. One by one they arrive, generation by generation, all the same. Yet different. I need more information. I need to see what lies within. A quick upward glance, if any one of you did so, y'all would see that the ceiling now looked like one giant eye. And that eye fell upon, I'm gonna roll a, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna roll a d5.
Mm-hmm.
And that eye fell upon.
Mhm.
Who was last in the initiative order?
Oh, for
It was
this?
the Z.
That would be me.
Lee, that was Zevril.
Yep,
The eye
Zebra
would
has the
fall
lowest
upon.
dexterity.
The eye would fall upon you, Zevril. It would blink just one time, and the room would change rather dramatically to your
Mhm.
state.
Hmm.
You would see brick by brick the floor lift up and rearrange itself, the reflections in the crystal changing as if reflecting your memories. And in that, you were home. The smells, the sounds, this was your place. But the people that were walking through were not. They were zombies here. Undead of all forms, from your typical basic zombie to wraiths, revenants, ghosts, ghouls, golems. They seem to be pulling
Zebra,
themselves out of the stained glass. What do you do?
Zebra at first would see this and just be like, "Ah, I'm home," and just be like, "This is nothing I'm not built to equip with," and like out of habit would go to like expand his shadow. And the moment his shadow didn't respond is with the moment Zebra would like stop and actually take a moment and think and go, right, fuck. Okay. And fully expand his space out to where it uh I want to push the spirits that are coming out of the mirror back into the mirror if possible by expanding my space so nothing can be in this area but me.
Nice. Give me a. So, what kind of role would that be?
I was literally about to ask Prophet the same question.
Soul, prof, either one.
Gungan?
What role would that be? Because it just
You
kind of
normally
depends.
collapse your space, and it normally just happens. I don't know how often you expand your space, so I don't know if this has
Okay.
ever been brought up before.
That's because I always have mine at max.
Oh.
So, what's the question specifically? Sorry.
Zevril is trying
What
to expand his space out from himself as the epicenter through the room to push the zombies that are emerging back to where they came.
Okay. So that would effectively, I mean, because they don't have the capacity to really resist him moving them, it would just effectively be a shove. He wouldn't have to try at it too terribly hard, especially if he's um, it's more of a flavor for smaller things. It's similar to how he would turn an undead creature if he were using his original powers. Um, so I don't know if that helps.
Yeah, actually, it does. So, as an extension of your consciousness, your very will, the space would expand out from you, almost like a ripple in the atmosphere. This wave of displacement that pushed all the zombies back, pressing them against the wall, some being completely crushed against the wall. The eye looked down at you, and the pupil itself dilated down to a dot, and you would hear that voice. I know what you truly want. I know the thrall you seek. The tool,
Also, oh my bad.
the tools that would elevate you. Mojo, your shadow would expand, and a
Really
hand
quickly,
would reach up. Mhm.
really quickly. I just thought about something, and I think Soul probably thought about this too. Zevril's necromancy is not his aspect. Zevril's aspect is the aspect of production. I would still have my
No.
necromancy that is given to me by my wife. So
okay.
I didn't even think about that. That was the alcohol. I apologize. Yeah, no, he has all of my. So yeah, he wouldn't fall. I apologize. That's on
So
me. You can just say I drunkenly fell him into my void. I don't care. That's up to you. But yeah, he has the production. He can now craft things. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he can make magical items and anything that he's seen created uh, in a thought. Anything that's any magic item that has an enchantment level lower than his proficiency bonus, which is
Oh, he could have made a magic rope to get himself out. That's crazy.
yeah.
No.
Yes. That's why that's why I said I
do
apologize.
I do appreciate the clarification.
Mhm.
I definitely do. But I never told you guys what was swapped and what wasn't. I simply said you guys still have your physical traits.
Yeah.
Touche.
That's fair.
Now-
Back at you, Uno reverse. Ooh.
That's fair.
Mojo,
That's
your
fair.
shadow-
That's fair.
Your shadow would expand outwards, and you could feel this sort of kind of growing power inside of you. But what emerged probably freaked you out a little bit. You could see your own self emerging out from your shadow, but it wasn't quite you. Your face was kind of rotted away, which is unusual. Several zombies don't decay like that. Yet, here you were, emerging from your own shadow. Part of your face was destroyed, part of your body was destroyed, and those parts were replaced. Would almost look like ornate glass. Some kind of invention that the moment you looked at it, your mind started wheeling. You didn't see a zombie in front of you, you saw a set of blueprints. Something that you could build or perhaps even recreate. This version of you was still a fighter, clearly, but was equipped with several mechanical arms. Thrusters, almost like pistons in the joints. And beside you, another zombie began to emerge. A mantinan. That at least the upper torso was mantinan, the lower half was lion. A sort of quadrupedal, centaurish lion thing. Also draped out in this surprisingly futuristic armor. The two tails repurposed into laser cannons.
The fuck?
Mm.
Horrifying.
What the
About that,
fuck have
bro.
you been making?
If he had his way, if he was not restrained by morality, this would be you. This eye is speaking directly to you, Mojo. What do you do? Actually, it seems like he's talking to all of you. But
I'm
Mojo,
just
you can respond.
it's just kind of chuckle, just like you really think that he could even get close to doing that to me? I was like, do
To
you know
you.
who I am?
Give me I don't want to say charisma. I could say, give me either persuasion or intimidation. So I know you're not being deceptive right now.
No, it's I guess eh,
Who decided that?
While you're giving me that roll, the voice
ooh, that was
continues
a
to
nat
echo.
20.
You got the nattiest
Oh,
cookies.
okay. Nah, go ahead, sir. Paint the scene for me. Take it away.
Like as he's sitting there, it's just like I'm laughing. It gets started as a chuckle and it just kind of starts to go into like a big hearty jelly like belly laugh. He's like, you really think that he could do that to me? You don't know who I am. You don't know what I'm capable of. The only reason I haven't snapped your eye from where it is because I really want to know what the fuck you're getting on about. So hurry it up.
Ooh. The mechanical undead version of you narrowed his eyes, or his one good eye, out of frustration. Do you think he hasn't thought of that? That day after day he doesn't study you for every weakness he can find, create a contingency for each and every one of you. As he said that, the Mantonin zombie pointed its laser cannon tails at all of you. And even now, more zombies were emerging out from the ground. One looked like a certain reverend, but the legs seemed to be releasing these vents at the bottom of the feet. One that you can immediately recognize as a sort of toxin.
That's disgusting.
The other, the other, purple skinned and floating, almost Zenyatta-esque. The entire body mechanical except for this center of a mask where there's this glowing eye. Though the front part looked like one form, the back of this creature was a whole other being, as if they were fused at the spine. As these things emerged, these mechanical, zombified versions of each of you. Let me look at the turn order real quick. Matter of fact, Wondox, I haven't heard from you in a sec.
Mm.
What's going on with you?
I look at the creature that's supposed to be me, and I'm looking at his legs. I'm like, that's dumb. How does he run? It's nowhere near as fast as it needs to be. If it's on fucking vents, that's fucking stupid. This guy's supposed to be a fucking genius, and he's coming out here doing wild things like this. How the fuck does he run?
Is it though? You were behind you. And in the path, the trail that the zombie took to run from where it was to where you were, there was this line of smoke that was already starting to rise up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need a constitution save.
Do
As
I
it whispers.
get the war song?
Do you get the war song?
Do I get his war song?
Do you know how to? You have to actually say that you're starting it. So no.
Ah,
You gotta hit
okay.
that hot, my boy.
Okay. Cool. 22.
22, not bad, but you could feel your lungs seize. You could feel yourself losing 10 of your max HP for every action you take. For every word you speak, what do you do?
Okay, this is where we're gonna play. What would Maharashtra do? And I'm like, oh, can I just yell out in a big ass booming voice to like just roar it all the way, like in like a big puff of smoke to pass it out?
Can you do that without harming your allies?
No.
Well, give me that rules.
Okay. What am I rolling? What am I rolling?
Baha, what would you roll for that? And if anyone wants to, I don't know, react.
Well, it's a roar, correct? You know
Roar,
your
yes.
body best.
The
It's a
roar.
Constitution roll.
Oh wait, hold on, pause. May I ask one last before all that?
Of course.
It's am I so okay? Would I be allowed my Eon stuff?
It depends on what you want to do.
Fate weave. I get to
Explain.
roll an extra. I get to add a one. What happened?
Is that so? You said that's biological, right?
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Cool. Here's an extra 1d10 to see if I make the move. That's now 27.
You are only losing 5 max
Ah.
HP. Actually.
Okay. Cool. I'm still gonna fucking do it.
So he's roaring, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. See
So
Wondox take a deep inhale.
as he's about to roar, knowing what's about to happen, and because I've had to deal with a certain manticore roaring to scare the shit out of me, just because he felt like it. My hair on my arms will just rise suddenly, and I will snap my fingers, and I will cast a sphere of deafness inside of my ears and inside of my comrade's ears, so that he does not fucking terrify us and that we don't get affected by this roar, because this roar does also do damage.
Oh, mine's is physio.
Physical?
Actually is a good point. Yeah, it's a physical thing. But if he has, it's weird to explain. But also, what's your main spellcasting stat, Wondox?
Oh, that's wisdom, buddy.
Oh yeah, anytime you roll something for Constitution or Wisdom, you add both of those together.
Nice.
Okay. What
Those
am
are
I
both one stat.
What am I rolling? Both of them?
Constitution plus Wisdom.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna roll con. And I'm gonna roll wisdom. And that's 50.
Damn.
Yeah,
With a deep
How much
inhale,
damage? And you said I take how much damage, real quick?
you'll take 5. You'll lose 5 max HP.
Let me go learn how to divide it by 1500 real quick.
Jesus Christ. A drop in the bucket as you
Uh,
inhale and try to roar both the smoke away and
'Cause I
well,
don't
yeah, you
have
roar
the
the smoke
speed
and
force
toxins
here.
away. You do not have the speed force now.
I know. That's why I'm like, it goes straight to that.
Okay.
Okay.
As this roar rolled across, does anyone have an AC that can handle a 50?
yes.
Yes.
Even without the aspect of war?
Yeah. Most of my
Okay.
things are my body.
Nice. All right, so yeah, you're good. Who else has the
Because I get Mojo's space AC, I can handle it, but also even without it, my AC is like 45. Oh, it's 40.
Okay.
So yeah, with his, I don't know how much AC he gets from his space, but I'm pretty sure it's more than 10.
All right. Soul, Mojo?
There is a means by which he can do it, but it is not a natural state. He would have to anticipate it in order to react, or rather, a reactionary. He can get over 50.
Okay, this would count as a reaction, so I would allow it.
Okay.
But if you give me some exposition, paint the scene for me, sir.
And so, this attack is What exactly does it look like?
It's a roar,
It's a
kind of a
big ass
hurricane.
Maharashtra roar. So you see Wondox take a deep inhale breath, and dear God, he is probably not that far from you because he did kind of walk a little ahead of you.
Mm-hmm.
But you see him bit hunch over, and then he just straightens out back, bends head backwards, and begins to shout a roar like a lion would when in the Serengeti. As you hear loud noises out of that breath, you're like, "Oh man, he can't yell that loud," and you just hear the thud of a roar come out of his mouth.
Okay.
Mm.
So now will um take his index, middle, and ring finger on his right hand, uh, and place them out to his right side. Put them on the ground. Draw a half circle crescent from his right side to his left side, and then drag his fingers back to the center before gripping the floor and pulling up this ferrous liquid shield and uh, covering himself with it to neutralize the roar within its um, effect area, or just around his person.
So essentially, you create like a nullification ring around yourself.
Correct.
Okay. Okay. Does that have a cost?
Yes, it's 11 spell points.
Okay. Mark that down for me.
Well,
Now, Zevril, how do you resist?
Uh, once I'm like know that he's doing that, and I do my deafness in my ear, realizing that this is still something that does a massive amount of damage, Zevril will try to instinctively he's going to like try and cast shield, like the normal shield spell that just raises your AC by 5. However, as he's trying to cast the spell, he would like intuitively feel the space around him moving and then just instead layer it kind of like plate mail, like he's collapsing his space to him and layering it on top of him kind of like plate mail. So like he has a skin, like a layered scale fucking shield on him as he reflexively kind of curls into a ball away from this roar, like, fuck, not again!
Maha?
Oh, me? Oh no, I'm proud as hell. I'm taking that shit.
Yeah, he gets
Well,
run through it. Don't worry about it. He'll just run
I'm
through
glad you're not. I'm glad you're taking it. So glad you're taking that. Does he get the fear
Mojo?
aspect too?
Well, hold on. You nullified it for your whole team, so no. You said you put the deafen around everyone.
I'm tempted to be petty, but yeah, go ahead.
Mojo.
it. Did to say fuck
Yeah,
no.
no.
First of all, do you have the AC to defend against it? And if not, do you have an ability?
I mean, I don't. Well, I still have to die. I don't know if that's gonna bump it to where I need it to go. So I think at this moment he's just like he's sitting there thinking. He's just like, I could probably make something, and he's gonna, I guess, start to go through, kind of envision what he's seen of shields actually do to like block things, and just kind of put up a sound dampening wall. I would just like make one and just set it up around him so it pushes everything and reflects it back out.
I like that. I like that. So it would only be, in that case, Maha and the Mist that were truly affected by the roar. And they would, and the zombies. The zombies would be sliding backwards as they feel this sudden amount of force. But as they do, all four of them, or all five of them, would gather together against the opposite end of the room, creating a sort of formation. And you could see that they were preparing to fight, to truly fight now, as they watched you all. But that eye would look directly down at. I'm gonna get this name right. I'm gonna get this name right. Hold on.
It's Nauta with an extra N at the end.
It's it's Noshna though, isn't it?
Noshna, yeah.
Noshna. Okay.
No,
Noshna.
Noshna, Nautna. Nautna is acceptable, but Noshna is the actual pronunciation.
Noshna Shala.
Yes.
The eye would look
Mushna.
directly down at you, almost as if you were unexpected, because you were. You were supposed to be assimilated, apparently, until Maha had grabbed you and pulled you into tangibility. But somehow, deep inside, you knew that perhaps you not being assimilated was more of a boon for them, like they got lucky rather than you getting lucky. You'd never really know how that would have gone because you were here now. But as his eyes stared down at you, pupil dilated down to a dot. You could sense a sort of anger there. You, ancient one, who hides their true nature. Your allies do not know the threat that joins them. Shall I show them? Watch as they turn on you.
Ugh. The number of times I've been told people can flip my subordinates against me, only to. What's the word? Cease exchanging oxygen for life? I think that's what it was. Yeah. So, do your worst. And I'll send over your corpse. Deal.
Mm. The eye would flicker, grow wide, become bloodshot, and then a flash. All of you would see, or rather find yourselves again somewhere else. Though you could all tell this was some kind of vision. You were somewhere within a tribe. You could
No.
see the clamoring of many. You could see Nashna almost what looks like on a pedestal, standing above clamoring masses, eyes glowing, adoring, throwing all kinds of celebratories up at him. Tears in their eyes as they did it, though, as if they could not stop, as if they had to. And in that audience, all of you were there as well, reaching up to this person that you knew definitely shouldn't be there, shouldn't be above you all like this. This was new guy. And yet something about his presence, something about his aspect seemed to pull you in. This clamoring crowd was getting closer and closer. The tears in their eyes now starting to turn to blood. The smiles on their faces becoming fanged as they all kept pushing, almost as if trying to crush you all just to get towards him. Let me roll for them real quick. Roll on.
Proceeds
Roll.
to punch everything.
It's a pretty big crowd, and since they're still at max capacity, 48, you lucky fucks. There are currently waves of people. Imagine like being in a concert,
Mm-hmm.
almost like a mosh pit rushing to trample you all to get to Nashna in the center. Nashna, you see these people, you see the mania in their eyes, the blood dripping from the sides of their mouths, the tears on their faces because they cannot stop themselves. As they're rushing towards you, what do you do? Nosh? No?
Hmm. Yes, I'm sorry. Uh, so the you're asking me what I'm doing in response to the crazed people?
Yeah, they're trying to trample your allies to get to you. You know these people.
Ugh.
You know these people very well.
Everyone,
They-
calm yourselves. This is We are more organized than this. You have to stop. Look at yourselves. You're hurting each
As
other. Stop!
they continue to clamor, they begin to chant your name. Nashna! Nashna! The chants become screams, become almost like pleading. 1,000 voices reaching out to you for help, asking you to stop. The fangs growing in their mouths, the blood dripping even further. You can see a sort of hunger inside of them. What do you do?
I'm sorry. And uh, you'll see this uh, like this sense of just sadness, disappointment uh, wash over Noshna. Um, and this tar-like substance will begin to stretch out from his feet, uh, and um, stretch out across this crowd and pool at their feet as well, making exceptions for the four of you, for his companions in this particular uh, quest, and um, then a these tiny, 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 barely perceivable little black blips will appear in front of the chests of all of the people in the crowd, and you'll see their bodies slowly being uh, ripped at the sinews uh, and pulled into these tiny little beads before nothing is left of them, and these black pearls fall on the ground at your feet.
Oh.
That's disgusting as shit.
Oh. Like a brain of little beads hitting the ground. Those black pearls would drop down onto the crystal floor as you guys were all back in this chamber once again. The zombies were still there. The mech zombies were still preparing themselves, but they seemed to be waiting. As Nashna, you were there. Zevril not too far away, the others across from you all. The eye now speaking to the others. See now that your allies are not as such. They are simply waiting, biding their time to use you, to add you to their collection. Spinning back around real quick, Mojo, witnessing all this. What's going on with you?
Seeing this and just kind of realizing that, all of this is just, it's kind of like the games that the Royals play. Everyone uses everybody, so it's nothing really too new in content.
Mm.
Probably a little upset that he's now covered in goop.
I don't think you are, actually. I
No,
think it was a pretty
no,
clean. Yeah,
you,
no, you're
yeah,
not.
you're not
Okay,
covered in goop. You're
great.
just surrounded by black pearls. That's
That's probably even more disturbing. None of it even got on you. It was that perfectly concise.
yeah. There was no splatter. Like uh, um, if you've ever seen like those cartoons where somebody's being blasted with music, and so like the layers of their body start peeling off, like the skin layer, and then you see the muscle layer and the skeletal layer. That's what you saw happen, but it all got absorbed into the little beads that turned into pearls.
Mm. Yeah, I think at this point he's just like he's looking at the guy and is just like
And he's
you.
actually like on his knees, distraught in this moment.
He's like everyone uses everyone to get to where they're going. You just have to make sure that at the end of the day you can live with the choices that you made to get to where you are.
Not everyone.
Well, yeah, you're
The
not gonna.
people,
I'm not gonna use you. I am going to grind you to dust.
the people would flicker away from you over to Maharashtra.
Hmm.
Innocent and yet not. Maha, what is going on with you after witnessing this and being told that apparently Zevril and Nashna are not really your ally?
I mean, heck,
And the eyes seem to center you as someone who does not use people to get what he needs.
well, yeah, I don't. And there's a there's always been a consensus of um Maha is not someone who's fully solo bolo, but at the same time he's not someone that runs like actively with a group. It's kind of like always been a necessity thing. And so he's never said, like deep down, he's never said these guys are his allies. They're just people that, are coincidentally with him. So him saying, oh, these guys aren't your allies, well, yeah, that's always been true. They're just people that he's working alongside. They're still important, unfortunately. So
Would
it would not
you?
have come to it would not have been a surprise at him saying that.
Oh, okay. Would you have any response, or would you stay quiet?
Um, with him not feeling as boisterous as before, he's observing a lot more. He's looking for that one. He knows for a fact how fast he is now, so he's looking for that one opportunity,
Mm.
the one
Wondox,
strike he needs.
what is up with you? Wondox,
Mm-hmm.
what is up with you?
He's gonna see the pearls. He needs to stop and think real quickly in his head about a place that has blood creatures. And he's just gonna ask a simple question. All right. Are you a vampire? Just walks away.
Seeing as Soul said he'll be right back, he's too on his knees and distraught to respond to you right now. He just seems kind of traumatized from the vision and staring at the pearls.
Yeah, that's
You did get the
I'm
sense
good.
that those were his people that were clamoring for him, though. He just did that too.
It's cool. Still in Chains vampire mood. Grabs the pearl, grabs it. Is it blood? Like full on blood?
Oh, oh, he's back. All right, yeah, you can go ahead and answer that for me. So, Wondox asked if you were a vampire, and then he
You a
picked up one of the pearls
vampire?
and he's examining it.
Because I grab a pearl and put it in my hand. Is he back? Is he not back? Who knows?
Right? He typed in the chat. He's
I'm
back.
sorry, I'm back. I'm sorry.
He's not.
My headphones muted. My bad. I am not that barbaric.
That's not a full answer, cousin.
Are you a changeling?
Yeah. Well, technically it was mostly. Then I was told I wasn't. Then I found out I wasn't.
Oh,
Ah.
okay. Oh, I am Vyrtuous. I have a blood rage same as you.
Okay, then now that's more logical speaking. Then puts down the pearl. Oh God, is there an exit here? Looks around for an exit.
And while you're doing that, Zevril, the eye said to you, well, said to the others, that in truth, you were just looking for an opportunity to use them. That if you had your way, they would all be zombies customized by you at your command. Maybe not as grotesque and malformed as these were, but the sentiment was still there. With the eye now kind of casting a different light on both you and New Guy. What's going on with you?
When Zevril at first heard that, he narrowed his eyes very, very deeply. However, he thought about it for a split second, and when he opened his mouth, still levitating, getting very comfortable with this power set, he would say, "You know, a couple months ago, I would have agreed with you. When I first met these ragtag band of adventurers, I would have said sure. They were nothing more than a means to an end, corpses at my disposal. However, I've learned something from each of them. More precious than knowledge, really. I don't think I'd be the person I was. And in fact, Vyrtuous, the being that I believe you have sequestered into orbs of light and absorbed here in this place, is kind of the glue that keeps this whole operation together. So I really want you to know that you've pissed off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 niggas here, and you really might not live to see tomorrow. And if you do, it's because my boy over there who has my powers turned you into his bitch and is making you cook meals for him in his kitchen. So now, next time, why don't you speak about your reality that you know of instead of trying to speak facts on mine, because you don't know the things I've gone through. How about that? These are my people. My friends, dare I say. And the only thing I want is for you to give Vyrtuous back to us. How about that?
Everybody, give me either a persuasion or intimidation roll.
You said give you a persuasion or intimidation?
Or intimidation, yes.
Okay. Let's see here.
I should do intimidation just because of where I'm at. Oh well, 26.
Okay. I see 3 rolls here. Oh, and I believe Maha's rolling in session roll. Let me look at that real quick.
I'm gonna do
Persuasion,
something that I.
Or
Persuasion or intimidation.
your choice.
Oh.
I'm gonna do something really quickly because I didn't do this at the start of the session. I apologize. I have to roll 3 of these real quick.
Importance.
Okay, cool. I'll use that 16, so that's going to be a 38 for intimidation.
Okay. Maha, you are the last one.
Yep.
Got a 15. Oh my
Got a
god.
139.
Oh
Yep. I expected
my
nothing
God.
less from him.
Yeah.
I told him he pissed off
Here?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 niggas here. I don't know about new guy, but I can speak for us 5.
The eye closed, and y'all would hear a voice echo. Eliminate them. Turn them into fragments of thoughts.
Is the eye still in the sky?
Yes. It looks
Alright.
like it's fading away or trying
Alright.
to.
Now
Would you like
says,
to?
not so fast. I think I know where you're sourcing from. And I'm gonna piece it apart right now. And he's gonna reach his hand out in like a claw-esque grip, and you'll see that that ichor he's been using shoot out uh, from his sleeve and encircle the eye. He's gonna spend all of the awe that he just received from those uh, from the
Oh.
from the citizens that he
Mm-hmm.
crushed to amplify the damage of this crushing um, of Sovereign Bloom. So this is going to be um, uh, amplified by 28d6.
28D. Sorry, so roll that for me.
Yeah. So
Now, the attack roll, is that the 62?
yes. The 62 is the attack roll. The damage is the 46 and 36.
Okay.
DC 54 for it to not be stunned and take half damage. And then I'm going to use 14 points with Wrath of Allure to add another 28d6 to this. So I'm going to roll that right now.
And I'm going to give him my 14 for that nat 1 he rolled for that to hit, so it's actually going to be a 75 to hit.
You say nat 1,
No,
but I don't
that
see.
was
Oh!
that's
It says
that's his
61
empowerment.
plus 1.
Yeah, that's his
So,
empowerment.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
Okay.
his
So,
his
I'm
guidance.
going to change
Yeah.
that D4 to a 14.
Appreciate that.
I'm rolling to see if he is stunned or not. Or I guess I'm not. Where'd the dice go? Let's try that again.
Eh.
Oh!
112.
Damn on.
And that's
Even
Come on.
that's psychic
Yeah.
damage. So
Nah.
he took 45 bludgeoning,
Uh,
and 147 psychic.
He's your guy's gonna fail that roll. I'm gonna give him a 4. So he rolled a 54.
No.
Okay.
Sir, it's 1207. He's gonna fail that roll. Fuck that.
Wait, you said you gave him a 4?
Yeah.
Your
gave-
boss
he gave
for
your
the
boss
17 on the die is a
Yeah.
4.
So
So he
that's
rolled
a
a
4.
54.
But the DC was 54.
Yeah.
Oh, is it
Yeah, so then
54? Oh,
Wondox-
yeah. We both could do it too. Yeah, go ahead, Wondox, do it.
Oh,
then
you.
Wondox throws this out there, and he makes it
A
a 53.
1? Wow.
That's all we needed was a 53.
Oh,
That's
by
my
the
boy
way,
Wondox.
If Wondox, because Wondox has my stuff, niggas just have a natural -10 when rolling like anything.
Nah, again, I just want the 1. The 1 was enough.
Yeah, he did say earlier he didn't hit the Haka, I believe.
No, he
Yeah.
doesn't have to hit the Haka. He's just scary.
Oh. He's just
Naturally intimidating. My natural intimidation just says "fuck you," get -10. I'm psyched.
Alright, so with
that
him
sounds like a
negative damage,
44?
roll,
Proficiency.
that takes the 60. I mean, that takes the. What was halved? You said that you would have taken half damage, but now he is taking
Yeah, now he's
full. So
taking
what is
full
the full
damage.
damage calculation?
So it is 45 plus 147, which is 192. 192 points of damage. 45 bludgeoning.
100.
Yeah. 45 bludgeoning, 147 psychic. And considering that
And
he's
the
an
stun,
eye,
right?
yes, and he's stunned for 2 rounds.
Okay. So the eye was closing and rapidly trying to fade away when these tendrils of black ichor reached up directly into the eye, almost as if aiming for where the eyes were bloodshot. The sclera of the eye, the white part, would start to stain the same black as that ichor, and you could see the pupil almost vibrating like an eyeball spazzing. All of you would hear this sort of screech in your minds. It didn't sound like one person. It sounded almost like a chorus. And for a moment, in the back of your minds, y'all could see a face. Not a humanoid face at all. A sort of purplish, blackish face with these blazing yellow eyes, of hatred, and no mouth. Just tentacles, just kind of dripping down where a mouth should be. Veins pulsing through the head, and just like the big eye, those eyes were black, as if stained. That roar of pain, the actual eye in the ceiling would snap shut and vanish, and for a moment, even the zombies staggered. The whole atmosphere shuddered. And then the cyborg zombie aspects at once powered up and charged.
Oh nah, that's not what we're doing. The moment I see that they're even about to move, I'm full force speed blitzing them. I was waiting for the moment they moved. They even breathe wrong.
He did say earlier he was waiting for the opportunity. He's been holding action for a minute. Oh, God.
He did. All right, so Maha, what do you do?
See,
And then
I'm
Mojo
so
will
glad I
continue
said
after that.
5 niggas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 niggas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so right
You-
as they breathe in aggression, uh a how do you describe moving at light speed?
That's
Did I describe it from my point of view?
yeah, it's your point of view, buddy.
Yeah.
That would mean everything is not moving.
Yep.
Gonna hit the first person view on this one.
Yeah, so Maha sees a a breath go inward towards someone's nostrils, and he's like, "Nah, this is not okay." And basically, Peregrine, because he's flying right now, he all that force that he has because of the massive vibrations, he shifts it to his wings and gives one good flap and dives straight towards the group.
You hear a flick that almost sounds like a lighter flick. And even though everything else is damn near frozen, there's one that is not. As a certain mechanical speedster goes charging in to intercept you. Give me the roll, and it's essentially a contested roll at the same amount.
Do you
If you
want to do?
beat him, you'll get past him. And the others cannot even defend themselves. If not, he blocks you.
Got you. What type of roll do you want to do? Flat d20s or?
For sake of simplicity, let's do D1. We're fast as hell. Let's do D10,000s. Can we do that? Can I ever do it?
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
We'll do a best of 3.
8,847.
God damn it. One more. Go.
Do it again.
Oh my god.
9,843.
I paint the scene for me, sir.
My
Jesus
God,
Christ.
he's focused in.
He's
So
gone, dog.
focused.
He's gone.
He's focused.
So he tried to stop me, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
So
The
he's
intercept.
stepping in my way.
Yes.
He's going with them. I am grabbing him by the face, and he's going along with this momentum. And I am, as I'm doing this, does it speed up everything I do? Is a question.
Wondox?
Oh dear God.
So if I'm gathering energy, would it speed that up too?
Are you asking like what are you trying to hit? Let me ask this.
Oh, I'm going nuclear.
You wanna go mock?
Okay. Are you going that fast?
Yes, I do not know how to control the speed. I am going full speed.
Okay.
Oh
He's
no,
gonna
we're
over-
white flash punching. No.
He's gonna
No, Maha, you just talked about how you were so mad about how that fucking killed everybody, and now you're about to do the Goodbye, everybody. Good night.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
this one is like
I'll take it.
Maha doesn't know that, but it's also being
pause.
infused with.
No. One simple question. This is for Lume. How many rounds did you say he stands still?
We say about 3.
So how so let's
Ugh.
see how temp he has to fucking do that shit.
Okay, so if he received Wondox's current movement speed and he stood still for 3 rounds,
Mm-hmm. Cause let's see here. So 480 times 3.
480 times 3 is 1,440.
That's his temp HP.
Yeah, so
God damn.
he can do a single mock punch. He can do a mock 1 punch.
And then is that also calculated with my bonus from being in speed form? Giving it another.
Oh, times 3.
Yeah.
You could do probably Mach 3.
So that's
At that,
42.
Mach 3.
I'm gonna say
43,
times
20.
6. That's crazy.
Nah, you can go Mach 3.
2,880.
Yeah, about Mach 3.
Yeah, about Mach 3. And still survive.
Yeah. Any more he
And
died.
I'm mixing this with a mouth beam that is projected outward from my body instead.
Is that beam gonna beat the damn
Sir,
box?
do you understand how relativity works?
You're not gonna
No.
beat that mouth beam, my boy. That shit is gonna get stuck in your throat.
Yeah, that you're moving faster than the mouth beam, buddy. You're not gonna be able to.
It's not
It's
coming.
like
No, it's not
imagine
coming through
spitting
my
out a
mouth.
trail
It's
of water
coming.
and then moving so fast that the water.
So-
you drink the water.
So
You just
No,
stop.
if
I'm-
you were trying to, if you were implying that you wanted to Broly mouth cannon at Mach 3, what that would do is keep a giant ball of energy at the core of your mouth, and it would just sit there. It would never actually have enough speed to reach escape velocity because of how fast you're running.
Oh, that's the point, because I'm going to let it escape through my entire body.
Oh,
You
Pulling a
better
raccoon.
drag them to the next.
He what now?
He's
he's pulling a
I'm-
raccoon.
he's gonna kill us all.
Hitting the ultra fighting bomber.
He's
Well,
Mojo, if you
raccoon
had an
does
invention
rhyme
for
with
this-
doom.
he's
If you
throwing.
have an invention,
Wait,
don't
I
tell me
have
that.
something for this. Holy shit!
He's throwing.
Hold
the
on,
pocket
I'm gonna
space
give
beam.
Mojo a chance because he's been sitting
He's-
patient.
He's close.
See, what would happen is I would instinctively go to condense the space around them, and then go, shit, that's not something I.
Fell into a shadow. Oh man. So fuck this.
I swear to God, if you throw him in the shadow, I'll find you.
Hold on, Mojo, go ahead.
I mean, that was the to be like, you know, I've seen this work.
Please do it. Oh my god, please.
I need to contain this.
Kill us, bro. Kill us all. Go, buddy. Just kill us right now, man.
This man is running at Mach 3 with a world-shattering beam in his mouth that he is channeling through his body. Maha is trying to go World Breaker Hulk right now in a dream sequence.
He will kill himself if he throws him in the domain. You, Mojo, you will kill yourself if you throw Maha in there. Don't do it. He's playing you. He will die.
What-
That
what's the
domain is
plan,
the
sir?
source of your life.
What's the plan, sir?
Just teleport him away. I don't know why we're playing this game.
I would, but you know,
Yeah.
I don't have my shits.
Okay, then fuck it.
So, you know, I think at this point I would look and I would just be like, you know what? We're finna do some Tyrone shenanigans, and I'm basically just gonna snap, and all of the rest of us are dropping into the shadow. That quick half a second of going. He needs a moment.
This man hit the Clagger cloak.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Exactly. That was the one thing I was like, okay, of all the things, like there's only really one thing that he could do, and you nailed it.
You
The
know,
moment we enter my domain, I'm just gonna start pouring tea. Oh God, finally we're back. Jesus fucking Christ.
the loss of Vyrtuous does a lot to me, and that is just the exitance of that frustration.
So,
So he needs to roll 3,000 d12. What he needs to know the number of.
Mhm.
go ahead and roll that for me, sir.
Meanwhile,
From
I'm
the
having
safety
all
of
of my
the
summons.
shadows, that is actually a veil of light. Y'all can still hear the.
Right. This is about to
Eating
be the
tea
most
and
massive
cookies.
migraine that has ever been sustained by one of these people. Because Soul figured out who we're dealing with right now, but I'm gonna just keep that to myself.
Poor guy's eyes
I-
gonna go blasting out his head. He's gonna be so upset.
I'm like, I have an idea of what's going on here.
If we
That's
ever meet
fine.
one of these people with an eye patch, we know exactly what happened.
Two iPads. Oh, what?
Yeah, I was about to say 2 eye patches.
Yes, like the rest of you until fucking dumbass fucking laser keep too many
Oh.
dice.
Well,
Too bad he died, bro. Oh my god.
I bet you it's because you're timesing it by 5. I bet you it's because you're timesing it by 5. If you take the times by 5 off of it, make it roll that, and then times your
Yeah.
answer by 5, that might work.
Yeah,
You're gonna have to hit the RR5 for this one, because
yeah.
Or that RR5 would also work. No, holy shit. Oh, take off your fucking explosions, damn it. That's part of the reason why. Avery does not like having to do multiple explosions.
I mean, not
Oh,
for
that
many,
is true.
but yeah.
Like, if you just did E12 and multiplied that by oh my god.
Dog, what? There is nothing on this
Okay,
planet, and any
so-
planet that needs this much
So
dice.
here we do this.
I'll just roll it
space
in freaking.
3,000. I'm sorry, so it's RR space 3 space 1,000 D12.
I'm glad I'm not the only one that was doing that in that moment, but glad to know
Avery
that
said
that
no.
was
Still too many
also.
dice. Still too many
Ray
dice.
said absolutely not. Roll
Not
20 said absolutely not.
Yeah, no. Roll 20. Roll 20 just
They
said.
said you better exposition this bitch.
I will gladly exposition what happened.
Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead and paint the scene for me, sir, because that's a lot of damage.
I can describe nothing. Nothing has dodged this, right? Like, okay.
Good luck, buddy.
At the
So-
most, the only one who even saw it coming was Robo Zombie Wondox, who was trying to run like that scene in what's that Cyborg 007 with the explosion by the nuke behind him.
You
Go
got
ahead, paint the scene.
So what happened was,
There you go.
oh,
7,025.
there you go.
And then
So what happened was, at the moment that he hit the ground,
Yeah, so
a
on
surge
average,
of
it's
energy
700.
that isn't new, but for some reason it was amplified. What he thought he would gather in like a second is usually like a small energy blast or a laser. But the energy didn't do that. It stayed. And in this group, the energy kind of moved into his belly. And that amount of energy is very hungry. And so as this energy moved downward into Maharaja's belly, everything around him moved closer to him, pulling in everything like a vortex. And it hit the ground in his stomach. And as it did, all the force that was once pulling in pushed out all at once in what is nearly a millisecond.
Almighty push.
Dear God, this is a long ass number, dog.
With the explosions that running out. Again, even in this void, this what should have been an alternate dimension, a realm unaffected, the residuals from this blast shook the shadows, or I guess the light within the shadows, shook the entire room. And even though Mojo had only blinked you guys away from this for a second, when y'all reappeared, you all would see Maharashtra standing in the aftermath. The swell of heat and force made it impossible to breathe. There was no oxygen in that entire area. The walls were fractured. The stained glass seemed to be shattering and falling infinitely, like this rain of destroyed hopes and dreams. The zombies
funny-
were atomized. Honestly, they were just bits of light drifting upwards around him, as even gravity was distorted from the sheer amount of force in the area. Maha's hair floating upwards rather than just falling downwards like normal.
Oh, and he's bawled out crying.
The funnier part about that is, for that to work, even for a split second, we would have been gone for about 2 hours.
Mhm.
Whew. So y'all
Yeah,
actually
straight
did have
2 hour tea break. Yeah, we had a straight short rest. Like that's literally how time works there. Like a second
were
outside
out.
is yeah.
Wondox was out just punching trees.
Y'all would emerge refreshed and feeling ready for whatever was coming next, and you would see this almost eerie silence as y'all emerged. Y'all see Maha standing there, crying tears of liquid astral energy. And that eye that was the ceiling was no longer there, completely shattered, but also revealing where the next room, or at least the next area, was. Somehow, even though there was no sound, y'all could feel intense pain, not inside yourselves, as if the whole area was in pain, and intense anger.
Good. Good.
And we will pause it there. It's like we'll be doing a part 2 with a pure, straight out combat scene.
I'm good with that.
Okay, I gotta do an outro. So, with our heroes in this strange place, fucking shit up as usual, but also dealing with some interesting caveats to their powers, an enemy that seems to be trying to turn them against each other, and the question of what the hell happened to Vyrtuous and who exactly is this new guy? What did he do in his past?
That is a question to be answered another time.
He,
Audible gas.
Do-do-do-do.
Dun 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 dun.
and so, this has been Aspects and Envoys. With me signing out, we have the meticulous Mojo.
I prefer my feet not touching the ground. This walking thing, it's not for me.
Z. There aren't many Z words.
These are hard, aren't they?
Zebra.
The zebras, absolutely not.
Nah.
Thesaurus, help me real quick.
The Zootaphics.
The Ziphrilus.
Nah. The
Nope,
the
nope,
Zaptacular.
No.
I'm just curious what he comes up with now at this point. I'm
The Zylord.
Nah, the Zylord is crazy.
nah. Shaw would come find me.
Yo,
I don't want to deal with
I
that.
mean, afterlife insurance. What you think that is?
Yeah.
It's
Mm.
Los Primo Zappac.
Okay,
That's
okay, you know what?
Zaza.
You know what? This then is Zevril.
You know, I have to agree with Mojo. This walking thing, kind of overrated.
Mm. Give me my bars back.
I don't think I will.
Mm-hmm.
The you guys in these words, the
Send him, dog.
well, actually the winsome Wondox.
I hate everything. Everything sucks. Everything needs to die.
Wow, well, that's the opposite of that word. And finally, we already used magnanimous, the mega Maharashtra. Oh, was that his speech? Too fast. Y'all need speed here to hear
No,
that.
no. You can't speak that fast. You gotta go real slow with the words.
Yeah, slow it down for them.
Brother.
Oh, my emotions. You should just let him speak fast. I didn't want to feel. And
Notorious.
the note. Oh, no, you don't get to do it. I have to do it. And we're gonna say
The nuts. The Nosferatu.
the
The Nosferatu.
nope. The nebulous Nashna.
The games that are played in the shadows are often the most irritating.
This has been a special edition of Aspects and Envoys, and a very special happy birthday to our usual GM, SoulSym Mirak.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, old man!
Thank
Even though
y'all,
it's 12:30, it's
everybody.
technically not his
Well,
birthday no more, but
actually,
yeah,
it's
happy
after
birthday.
12.
Well, hey,
Oh, yeah, I know.
You're
I
thinking
wasn't
about-
born until
Hey.
6:14 in the morning, so it's my birthday till 6:14, bitch. Appreciate it.
Hey, all right, yeah. We're still, man. We're still,
Central. It's still your birthday, so happy
Yeah,
motherfucker.
wait a
Yeah, I was
minute.
gonna say happy birthday, man.
somewhere in the world, it's
Your
still
birthday here.
yesterday.
Yeah.
Facts.
I
Oh, yeah,
appreciate
yeah,
y'all.
facts. In the
Southern
South,
time,
it's still
baby.
your birthday. It's only 11:30 over there.
Mm-hmm.
So, this has been the one and only Vyrtuous. Signing out.
The Vindictus Virtuous.
Oh, vindictive. That's crazy.
That man ain't got a vindictive bone in his body.
The violent virtuous got it.
The venerated Virtuous.
There you
The
go.
venturous.
The venture.
venomous.
Wait, what? Venom.